First, I'd like to introduce Aaron Hughes, an Illinois National Guard veteran who deployed to Kuwait and Iraq.
My name is Aaron Hughes. I served in Illinois Army National Guard from 2000 to 2006. I deployed to Kuwait and Iraq in 2003, 2004. And I'm here to demand an immediate end to the war on Iran. 23 years ago, I had been pulled out of school as a National Guard member and sent to Wisconsin, to Fort McCoy, where on this day, I watched the bombs begin to drop on Baghdad as I waited to deploy to Iraq. I landed boots on ground in March. My first mission into Iraq was in May. And I remember at that time I had this idea that I was there to help liberate a country, help build a democracy. And yet, I quickly learned, instead, I was there to help establish an occupation. All of the ideas, all of the values that I held, that made me want to join the military, crumbled in front of my eyes, just as they are crumbling today. This war on Iran is illegal, immoral, and unjust, and unprecedented. For those service members being asked to take on these actions, we know that they don't want to be there. We know that they're questioning their orders, and we want them to know that they're not alone. That they have rights. They have a right to apply for conscientious objection. They have a right to speak. They have a right to seek redress with their congressional representatives, and they have a right and a duty to refuse illegal and immoral war. According to UCMJ, you have to refuse unlawful orders. There's no way that what's happening now is seen as lawful underneath international law. And we want those service members to know that are questioning these orders that they are not alone, that we are here to support them. We want them to know about the GI Rights Hotline, about the Military Law Task Force, and about Face Veterans Against the War. We are all here to support you. In 1971, John Kerry went in front of the Senate and he asked, how do you ask a person to be the last person to die for a mistake? Well, we ask again, how do you ask a person to be the last person to die for a mistake, for a lie, for a rich man's adventure? We will not stand for this. And even as Congress refuses to act, even as Senate refuses to act, we will take action by telling our service members and our brothers and sisters in arms that they are not alone in withdrawing their consent for this illegal, immoral, unjust war. We stand with them. I know when I came home in 2004 from my deployment, I was the first veteran, Iraq veteran, to return to the University of Illinois. And I watched as people went day to day like nothing was going on, like there wasn't a war happening. At the time, 70% of this country supported the war. Today, not many people support this war, and yet we conduct business as if nothing is happening. These are our family members, our community members that we are sending to commit war crimes, that we are asking to lay down their lives and not just die for a lie, but also kill for a lie. And we want them to know that they're not alone in withdrawing their consent. Thank you.